I am Mohab Nasser, and I will be presenting our paper, Augmenting Landmarks, Extending Places in Hypercity. And I have been working alongside Dr. Shayma Ashur and Dr. Rami Bakir, and they are my supervisors for my master's degree at the Arab Academy for Science, Technology, and Maritime Transport in Cairo, Egypt. So without further ado, this study is an analytical review based on literature which investigates how location-based augmented reality influence our spatial experience. And afterwards, we proposed a framework of design considerations for an effective augmented reality spatial experience. So we use our cognitive processes to move from one point to another, but new hybrid realities started to emerge alongside our physical ones. So augmented space is a kind of a form of such realities, which is the virtual overlays on the physical space, localized and only accessible through electronic devices. So how do we navigate in hybrid space? As we move in urban space, we receive digital information and user reviews of the surroundings. Some apps provide users with a Wikipedia feed customized to their location. This notion creates hybrid space, which connects people with mobile devices that are always connected to the internet and other users. If we have access to the internet, we may view public places as well as information about them. So the research found that users assisted with mobile map GPS systems and who have access to technology find it more difficult to orient and perform cognitive tasks and acquire spatial knowledge in urban spaces than the non-assisted users. On the other hand, augmented reality navigation applications, whether developed by individuals or authorities, may be useful tools that play an essential part in our knowledge gathering and wayfinding processes. In that sense, our spatial experience becomes more interactive when employing augmented reality into urban spaces. So landmarks are the most prominent elements to our spatial experience due to its direct relation with our visual perception in urban space. So utilizing augmented reality to innovate cultural heritage helped users and added significantly to their spatial awareness and familiarity. Users interacted more with artworks in the mixed reality environment, which suggests that augmented reality applications should be used more practically rather than merely for exploration. This is why this study signifies the user satisfaction and socio-cultural preferences in an augmented reality-based environment, and the design considerations to undertake for an effective spatial experience. And in that sense, augmented reality practices must take the user's socio-cultural preferences into account. So based on the literature, we have reached to 3 important design levels to be considered for an effective augmented reality spatial experience, namely the mediating level, the emotional level, and the engaging level, which could be used to satisfy the user's socio-cultural preferences. So based on the literature, the mediating level should consider coexisting immersive and functional variables, while emotional level includes visceral behavior, reflective experience, while finally the engaging level includes bridging the physical and digital, mediating social and cultural changes, and transforming space to place. So in our research, we used this framework to analyze 3 augmented reality practices, including Snapchat, landmarker feature, and BlibR landmark recognition feature, and an augmented reality game called Detonator landmark. So Snapchat is a social media giant platform that employed augmented reality experience in their landmarker feature to enhance and transform the world as part of their entertainment, educational, and marketing strategy. While enabling users to create and collaborate on the augmented reality experience, Snapchat associated sociocultural and personal perceptions. It also accomplished the mediating and emotional levels. And as we can see here, Snapchat achieved all the augmented reality spatial experience design considerations. BlabeR offered helpful digital data that was localized on top of the physical world. And it also attained the coexisting and functional components on the mediating level. On the other hand, due to the abstract character of the virtual items, it lacks an immersive aspect. It also did not mediate the social and cultural changes, although associated with historical and personal meanings. So BlabeR did not achieve the emotional level among other parameters in mediating and engaging levels, as you can see. The Detonator game project allows players to interact with the socio-cultural and historical context of several historical landmark sites in London. Detonator did not incorporate the experience's social, cultural, and personal connotations. Consequently, it was the designer's vision that augments the physical landmark was offered. So Detonator achieved mediating and emotional levels, but did not achieve parameters in the engaging levels, as we can see. So our findings conclude that augmenting landmarks influences our navigational aids, and considerable studies indicated that it may even impair users' memory and spatial perception of the surrounding physical space. However, they still play an important role in our knowledge gathering abilities and cognitive processes. So it is convenient to argue that augmented reality enhances our spatial experience and encourages users to engage with personal meanings and interpretations augmented on top of the physical space and creating new virtual and emerging realities. And finally, the augmented reality spatial experience design considerations framework was proved to be useful for assessment by designers employing augmented reality practices in urban space. Here are our references, and thank you so much.